Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox back again for another episode in our Compliance Week 2024 Speaker Preview Podcast Series. It's a mouthful. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to have Michael Koenig. Michael, first of all, welcome to the podcast, and thank you so much for taking the time to visit with me today.
Tom, it's absolutely my pleasure. I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Mike, could you tell us your role in compliance?
Sure. I'm the Global Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer at JBS. When I came to the company in August of 2021, we were under DOJ and SEC settlement agreements whereby we had to build an effective compliance program. So my primary task when I joined the company was to help build, implement, and oversee an effective compliance program to satisfy the DOJ and SEC settlement agreements, but also to build a long-term, maintainable, and sustainable program. In August of 2022, I was elevated to be the Global Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer, where my role was also to make sure we were satisfying the DOJ and SEC settlement agreements, but also to harmonize, unify, and coordinate the global approach across the entire JBS international footprint.
So, Mike, I was wondering if you could give us a teaser of your presentation, and I want to read the title, which is Running Up the Hill, Building an Effective Compliance Program While Under DOJ and SEC Settlement Agreements. But with that, could you give us a little teaser?
Sure. I think another title of this could have been How to Drink from a Fire Hose Without Drowning. So when I joined the company, I did not have a traditional compliance background. I had been a white-collar defense attorney and a former federal prosecutor. I had never been in-house before, and we were already 10 months into the settlement agreements. It really was a new and constantly changing world with a clock that was ticking. For all kidding aside, what we're going to talk about during the fireside chat are what I think are the four critical elements of building an effective compliance program. First of all, putting the right team in place, making sure you've got the right people with the right level of experience and the right expertise. You can't run a program unless you've got the right people. Second of all, you focus on the substantive program. Are we satisfying the pillars of what is considered to be an effective compliance program? Risk assessments, policies, procedures, training, communications, internal controls, monitoring, testing, ethics lines, and investigations. Where are we on those various pillars, and how can we improve those various pillars? All consistent with the DOJ's effective evaluation of effective compliance programs. The third thing that we're going to talk about is how to get buy-in from leadership. One of the lessons I learned when I came in-house was you can't just direct things. You can't do things by fiat. You really have to become a partner to the business. And I'm going to talk about during this fireside chat how you can partner with the business to help accomplish business goals. You can't dictate when you come into a company. You have to educate and inform and collaborate with leadership to explain to them why compliance matters, why it's important, and ultimately how an effective compliance program can help make you even more successful and more profitable. And the fourth thing we're going to talk about, which I think is critical, is how to work with the Department of Justice and the SEC once you're in a post-settlement world. Unlike traditional litigation or when a company or individuals are under investigation or under indictment, once you've satisfied settlement agreements, it's just a different relationship you have with the DOJ and the SEC. And to the DOJ and the SEC's really, I think, significant credit, particularly in the recent past, they really want to see companies succeed. They want to punish wrongdoers, but they don't want to see companies fail. So I have found it to be a very collaborative and good relationship because the DOJ and the SEC, they see companies every day. They know what works and what doesn't work. So working with them in a more collaborative approach as opposed to simply against them in a more traditional litigation approach is something we're going to talk about and something I think we handled very successfully, actually.
Mike, could I end by asking you what you hope to get out of Compliance Week 2024 this year?
Sure. I'm really looking forward to learning from and exchanging ideas with colleagues and subject matter experts and friends. Look, in the compliance world, we don't solve math problems. Very often, compliance officers have to exercise their judgment and experience to address situations that are constantly changing. And apart from technical skills, what you really often need is judgment and experience. And that comes from listening to others and learning from others. And I know from the compliance community, there are tremendously smart, capable, competent people. And we really share ideas. And that's how we can build an effective compliance program. You're not going to read it in a textbook. You're going to learn it from the people who do it. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Mike, I wanted to thank you again for taking the time to visit with me. I'm greatly looking forward to your fireside chat, and I hope we can catch up over a cup of coffee perhaps as well at Compliance Week 2024.
It's been a pleasure, Tom. I look forward to seeing you as well.